So how does the NDC intend to fulfill these promises in the educational sector? Now, given the government's current financial position, Peter Norstu-Kotoe is ranking member on Parliament's Education Committee, and he joins me via phone for a conversation. Peter, thank you so much, Honourable Member, for your time. You're welcome. Good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon, and thank you for having me.
Right. So, government actually spent about 9.9 billion cedis on free SHS since its implementation in 2017, and it has put some strains on our national budget. We currently have more than 200 private senior high schools as well. And how does the NDC plan to, add this number to the free SHS system or policy that has been promised by former President Mahama?
Yeah, thank you very much. If you observe very carefully, you will realize that over the years, since the introduction of the free senior high school system or policy, we still have a number of children who are unable to go to the public schools for a number of reasons. Number one is accessibility. Now, when we talk of the free SHS, for me, it is not as free as people are saying, because you must prepare your ward. You are given a prospectus list, which you must purchase all the items that are necessary for your child. You have to make sure that if he is placed as a day student in a community or a school far away from where you live, you have to go and look for accommodation for such your ward. So you also realize that because of that, some of them are able to go to school. And you even realize that they have private senior high schools very close to them. But because they cannot afford the fees, they stop their education or terminate their education after the junior high school. So we as a party, we have observed that given the opportunity, we should support the private senior high schools to enable them absorb those who are unable to get places in the public schools as due to distance or non-availability of a public secondary school in that district. So that's what we're going to do. We will negotiate with them candidates for us. Then again, it will help reduce the burden on public schools now. If you go to the public schools, you will realize that because of the double track, some senior high schools, or many of them, are unable to cover the syllabus before the end of the term or the year. And that is creating a problem. That's why students are looking for what they call APO or cheating in examinations, because they are hurriedly taken through the syllabus and they don't have a grasp of the topics that they handled. So it is also going to reduce that burden on infrastructure in our schools. What will be important is that we should not think of how much they are going to pay them now. I believe strongly that the resources are there. The 9 billion that they have spent so far, if you ask government now to give us value for money, I don't think they can. Because I've been saying always that the free senior high school policy has become a very big avenue for corruption. And as we even talk now, government is owing almost 6 billion Ghana.
Exactly my point. Honourable Member, the free senior high school, there are criticisms, and one of the criticisms includes rethinking and reviewing the policy and making it targeting, which I just spoke with a private school PRO who indicated that even when it comes to the private schools, they will ensure that it is targeted. Isn't it backwards thinking to want to add private schools to benefit from free SHS policy?
It cannot be backward thinking. If you look at the system as we have now, some parents are forced to send their wards to private schools because the distance is far, their wards are not given admission, so they are forced to take them to the nearest private schools. And that is what we need to avoid, so that while they are also running the free senior high school there, it will benefit everybody. They are all Ghanaians. So if there's an opportunity for secondary education at that level, let's give everybody. whether you are in the private school or in the public school. And that's what we call accessibility and equity, so that everybody has it. So I am of the view that this is a very good policy to support Ghanaians, so that they can also have access to secondary education. If there is no secondary school in my constituency.
So what led to our debt of 6 million? What led to that debt?
Please come again.
What led to the debt that we have actually incurred in the implementation of ESHS?
Yes, we have a number of things that have happened. They are still owing food suppliers. I know someone who supplied maize to the tune of 7 million Ghana cedis since January has not been paid. Another person, about 3 million Ghana cedis worth of palm oil, he has not been paid. And many other suppliers of different items like school uniform, textbooks, and other materials for which they have not been paid. And even the company that supplied the tablets has not been paid. That's why they have suspended the distribution, because they are owing the man almost over 4 billion Ghana cedis. So that is the reason why the indebtedness is there. And if
when we add 200 more,
all those indebtedness. Yeah. Hello.
All right, well, we'll leave the interview here. Thank you for your time.